Welcome back to the channel. This is your girl, Sadiqa Soul. And I have a topic I want to chat with you guys about, and it's about letting go of perfectionism. And I want to let a few more people get in here first before we chat about it. But I feel like this is something that I struggle with to this day, and I'm going to own that. And I feel like part of me being on this channel is not coming from a place of me knowing everything, but also me sharing my actual struggles with people and then learning through it together, so that you know that we're here together and we're here to learn this together. Hey, Armani. And Happy New Year. Happy 2026 to everybody. Before we get into the topic of that, thank you for thumbing up the video, and then also, yeah, appreciate you guys for doing that and for being here. My channel is not, I can't do this without you guys, so. But before we get into that, I literally got sick New Year's Eve. Like, I was in my bed New Year's Eve. Hi, Andy. In my bed New Year's Eve, couldn't move, was like so sick, and I had to just douse myself with all this medicine. And I had a 4-day weekend that I was looking forward to, and I was in bed all the way up until yesterday. So, but we're here. We're here, and hi, Scan. Yeah, we're here. So I feel like me getting sick like that, which is the second time that's happened, it's showing me that I'm doing like too much and I'm moving way too much. Like, I need to slow down. And I actually have a hard time doing that. Like, I have a hard time not moving all over the place. And this year is causing me to like realize maybe I just need to focus on one thing at a time, one project at a time, you know? So, it's good to see everybody. I'm glad I'm healthy. More importantly, I'm healthy again. I can stand up without passing out. Before, I was standing in the shower and I thought I was gonna pass out. They say laughter is the best medicine. Get ready to laugh. So true. It would probably make you feel better and slow down if we got together. Okay, Auntie. Happy New Year, Barry. Thank you. All the best. I appreciate that. Let me do this. Let me put on a quick little maybe I'll just put this on real fast so I can look more decent. I'm literally still in my PJs. And honestly, oof. Is it already 1 o'clock? I thought it was still, oh my God, time is flying. Yeah. How did I celebrate? I just was saying that I was sick. I couldn't go anywhere. So here's what happened. It was Wednesday, which was New Year's Eve, and I was at work, and I was waiting to get the email from my job to say that we could leave early. You know, like usually the day before a holiday, they'll let us go like a half day before. So we got the email, 12 p.m., you guys can go home. Like, yes. But towards the end of that shift, like towards 11:30, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm getting sick. And I just really felt it. I was sneezing and like, I just felt weird. This isn't normal. So then I went to the store after we got the email and I bought all the medicine that I know makes me feel okay. And that took a lot of energy out of me. By the time I got home, I felt worse. And I thought, oh my God, I'm literally sick. So then everybody starts blowing my phone up like, hey, what are you doing tonight? let's go out. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought, I can't go out tonight. I'm so sick. And I got sick for all of New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I finally got energy to get groceries. So I took a shower, got dressed. So that was my New Year's Eve. How was yours? That was my New Year's Eve. Excuse me. I think it was an allergy cold, is really what it was. And then the weather went from sunny to rainy in like a day. On top of that, I was moving too much and I was eating too much dairy. So those are all recipes for getting sick. Is that a riddle, Armani? I'm not sure what that is. So anyway, here's what I want to talk about in this video. I still struggle with perfectionism. And I hope that if anyone here like kind of struggles with that, I hope that we realize that there's no such thing, right? And there's no one right way to do things. So there's ways how this has shown up in my own life. One way it's shown up is my channel. Like if you look at my bio on my YouTube channel, I was struggling to come up with something that just really encapsulates everything I'm gonna post. Because I thought that everything that's there has to be everything that I'm gonna post. And then I realized, hey, like, there's people who have thriving channels who don't necessarily include in their bio everything they're gonna post on that video. And it would cause me to get confused and be like, oh my God, this isn't right. I have to redo that. Oh my God, I have to just perfectly capture what my channel is about. And then I'd also be like, oh my God, what am I going to focus on for this year or for this month? Hi, Salam. So I say all this to say that I think what people get caught up in getting things right the first time before they just do it. And so I need to just continue posting things that make sense for me and the audience that I want to capture, or the audience that I hope to speak to, and then things will come together, right? Like I have a general idea of what I want this channel to be about. And so I have to just create the content for that. The bio doesn't matter. What I'm presenting, what I'm showing, what I'm editing, what I'm recording, how I deliver that, that's what matters. I also realize that the double-mindedness can come along with perfectionism. So if you are a perfectionist, you might find yourself being kind of double-minded. Double-minded meaning, okay, 1 minute I was okay with what I just said, and then on the next minute, I'm not sure I'm okay with that anymore. So I'll give you guys an example. I changed my channel name from Soulspiration to Sadiqa Soul. And the reason I changed the channel name is because my business is called Soulspiration. But my business is as an MC, like I'm an MC for events, and I am a public speaking coach. That has nothing to do with this channel. Like this channel is just me being real and pouring, like showing you guys my day-to-day life and talking to you about certain topics, but it's got nothing to do with my business expertise, if that makes sense. And so because I didn't want the two to cross, I changed the channel name to Sadiqa Soul, because I feel like this is just me. This is me telling you, hey, this is like the makeup that I'm wearing. Hey, like this is me. I got my hair done. Like I get to just be this side of me, and I want this channel to represent that. Hi, Veridiana. How are you? So that's why I changed my channel name. And I was going back and forth, like, did I make a mistake? Should I have just kept it that way? Right? On top of it, I wanted to be organized. So essentially, trusting yourself, trusting that what you're doing is going to work out, trusting that what you have to offer is good enough, that the decision you made for you makes sense, and that someone else might come with an idea and then you start second guessing or questioning your idea because who knows? But don't do it. Don't second guess it. Don't question it, because there's a reason why you came to that conclusion. There's a reason why you wanted to do it that way. So trust that the way you decided to do it is enough. So these are all the things that can come from perfectionism, is that you don't trust yourself. You get double-minded. You stop before you start. Like, these are all issues of perfectionism. So I just want you guys and myself to feel encouraged that I can trust myself. I know what I'm trying to create. You know what you're trying to create. So trust that. And trust that what you're doing is okay. What it's right. It's you're on the right path. And then there's going to be that trial and error that shows that's going to happen as time goes on. But trust that what you're doing is going to work out. I see a lot of people from different continents here. Can you imagine if we do a collaboration under your leadership? Side note, I just realized you can collaborate on YouTube now, which I just realized. Like, I'm seeing people do collaborating videos, which is pretty cool. So yeah, maybe we can collaborate one of these days. So anyway, I hope that this resonates with you guys. So just to quickly recap, perfectionism is not real, and really all it is fear of messing up. It is not trusting yourself, and it is double-mindedness, so uncertainty. And so if you don't want to experience perfectionism, then get clear on your why and your what, so that when other people do have opinions, or when you are having an off day, you don't question everything you're doing, right? You just think, no, I'm just having an off day. No, this person just has an extra opinion, which I can appreciate, but I'm not going to use that as like, I'm not going to completely stop what I'm doing or completely change what I originally had wanted to do because they said, oh, I should do this instead. No, you have to trust your own gut. You have to trust your own vision, because it was given to you for a reason. An example of this is, again, I changed my YouTube name from Soulspiration to Sadiqa Soul. So now I have 2 Instagram names, Soulspiration for my business, and I have Sadiqa Soul, which is attached to this YouTube channel, Sadiqa Soul. So now I'm going to make another YouTube channel called Soulspiration again, but it's going to be for my business. And that resonates with me. And I got an opinion from someone that I truly care about and truly cares about me. And they said, maybe you should just keep Soulspiration for this channel, and then you could just like pop in and talk about the business every once in a while. And I thought, No, I want a brand for this, you know, and I just had to stand firm on what I knew because, anyway, don't let double-mindedness stop you from doing what you know makes sense for you. You gotta have your own vision. Is this resonating with anybody? Let me know in the chat. Like, let me know. Like, is this working for you? Like, can you relate? I need to know. I need to know these things. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. But besides that, I'm actually editing a new video, and it's a vlog. It's vlog style. And I want to know from you guys, if vlog style is something you want to see. You don't need to know when you already have your answer. Right, exactly. If you already have your answer, yeah. It's just, yeah, it's about staying grounded in the answer. Like if I come to a conclusion on something and I'm saying I'm going to stick with that conclusion, I have to know that my loved ones and everybody around me, they're going to put their opinion on what I'm doing, and I have to be strong enough and grounded enough to know, no, actually, this is what I'm going to do because this is what came to me, and I have to trust that. You have to trust that. I think growing up, for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but I kind of always needed reassurance from people that I really cared about and that I know really cared about me, just to make sure I was on the right track. But at this point in my life, at 31 years old, like, I need to know I can trust myself, right? That my wisdom has come from lived experiences, that my wisdom comes from trusting my gut, my own intuition. Even though I will always have someone to bounce an idea off of, I have to get more grounded in what I believe, what I know, so that one day, if I'm on my own completely for some reason and I don't have anyone to bounce it off on, you know, I can trust that, hey, I can rely on myself because I know. I gotta blow my nose. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, you gotta translate that, Scan. I can't read Russian. So the next video I'm posting, which I believe had Belulis. Hello. The next video I'm posting is it's kind of like a good morning, get ready with me, day in my life type of thing. And so I'm going to do these types of videos along with my sit down videos where I kind of share things with you guys. Like the most recent video I did was in the car, and I was talking to you guys about like, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. So like I'll do those types of videos on top of my vlogs because I started a new career and I want to share this journey with you guys because I've never worked in this industry before, and we'll see how long it lasts and how it goes and where it takes me. So this is going to be interesting. What do you think about Elon Musk's idea of Mars exploration? Is it all a fairy tale? What do you think? I think they're actually gonna do it. It's not a fairy tale. I think they're gonna do it for sure. I'm good, but Louise, how are you? FDR. Hi, Dakota. I don't know what that is. That Roosevelt or something like that. There's no doubts that you'll achieve your goals. Thanks, Scan. All right, I want to get a quick You drafting your script for your first video, Armani? Okay, period. Good for you. I love to hear it. The quote is from FDR. Yes, Roosevelt. What's the quote? I was just saying how I was sick on New Year's Eve, but I'm better now. I'm just clearing out my congestion. But I'm alive. Let me tell you how bad it was, you guys. It was so bad that I tried to take a shower on New Year's Eve when it was the worst, like my sickness was the worst. I turned the hot water on. I couldn't stand up for like more than 5 minutes. I had to like sit down in the shower. I was passed out. It was so bad. Oh, yes. FDR. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Thanks, Dakota. I'm a little foggy. Let me do this. You guys stay put. I'm going to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Ay, Dios mío. Hey guys. Ew. Well, at least I can breathe again. And at least I sound better. Because before I sounded congested. Alright. Okay, so I kind of already asked you guys this. But which do you prefer? Thanks for waiting. I appreciate you guys. Which do you prefer? Vlog videos or sit down teaching videos? Or both? So if I had to just like specifically choose from my channel. And I know you guys are more like, I feel like this crowd I've already discovered is more like live. I don't know if you guys are watching my like edited videos. But if you are, if I had to give you 2 examples of what I'm looking to create, there is like this, like okay, go to my videos tab and look at the study yourself video or the still single video, which is kind of looks like Dakota's asking me about that, which is or right, those types of videos where I'm talking about how to have a secure attachment style or how to get to know yourself, and or Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving vlog. Like, do you prefer those videos where I'm sitting down talking and I'm like sharing my thoughts and my wisdom? Or do you like those vlogs where I'm like, hey, this is me at Thanksgiving with my friends? Or do you like both of those videos? Let me know. I need to know. Dakota, I'll answer your question when you answer mine. Because I need to get this out the way first, and then I'll answer that question. I say both, but I'm not the viewer. I'm the creator, if you will. But I can't assume. I don't watch too many videos on this dialogue. Okay. So you don't watch my videos. You're more like live. That's fair. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna be finding like a brand new audience then. Like, my lives are gonna be for those who prefer lives, and then my videos are gonna be a completely new audience, and that's okay. Because I appreciate both. I appreciate what we have here in lives, and then I appreciate the people who garner in the comment section of a video that they enjoyed that was edited and posted. I appreciate both. We get the best of both worlds. So let's see, what did you say earlier? You said, at what age does age not matter in dating for women? Like, when can she date, say, 10 to 15 years older without judgment? I say 30. 25, 30. Yeah, I'd say 30. I know for me, when I was 25, like, I've kind of always had a thing for older guys, but, and that's because I think I was just more mature growing up. I mean, I feel like maybe you guys can sense that I would need someone that has more experience in life. But I think when I was 25, if I told somebody, oh, I'm dating some guy who's 35, people would look at me like, why? Or sometimes even older, you know, they'd be like, why? But now that I'm 31, I can get away with dating a guy who's like 45. If I wanted to. If I wanted to. Right, now I can get away with it. So, short answer, 30 to 35 is when people stop judging as much. Why? Is there a girl that you're trying to date that's a lot younger than you? That's probably what's going on here, huh? She's 10 to 15 years younger than you. And you want to make sure that her family and people don't judge. can't tell if one is 25 versus when she's 45. It's a really big gap. I'd be danged if someone can't tell if I'm 20 years younger versus 20 years older. Are you just, I feel like you're just saying that. Are you just saying that, or you really can't tell? I will admit that today it is hard to tell how old people are. You're right. And I think it's because people dress the same way. People are doing, like, women who are 20 are doing their makeup the same way as women who are 40, and vice versa. Women who are 40 are trying to still look, make sure they still look, 40 is still young, but like, are coming across a bit more youthful. So like everyone's kind of like blending their appearance. So I give you that benefit of the doubt. At the same time though, I feel like a woman who's 45, she's got something about her that tells me that she's more mature, right? So a 25-year-old person could maybe have a life where she grew up and had to grow up faster or something, or she just presents herself a lot more mature. But a 45-year-old woman has probably been through a lot more, so I can tell not just how she looks, but just how she carries herself, that she's probably older than 25. But if you're just going off looks alone, sometimes it is hard to tell. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So I've got this bottle of wine that I still haven't opened, and I bought it so that I could share it with people on New Year's Eve, but I was in my bed on New Year's Eve, and it's just sitting here, and I'll probably open this later with some friends or something. I don't know. It's called Open Skies. It's Monterey County, California, 2021 red blend. And then they are so judgmental when you talk and they think you're old or younger than them. Who? Older women? Is that intentional how you pronounce mature? Yeah. Everything I say is intentional. I mean, I can say mature, mature. There's so many, you can, tomato. I've said, depends on, she's more mature. I think mature is a French word, or it has like a French derivative. Mature. She's more mature. Mature. Potato, tomato. That's right, girl dad. Just women in general, that's why I like here these days, Dika. You calling me Dika is hilarious. I've only heard you say it like that. I thought it might be a West Coast girly thing. Which way though? Mature or mature? Like which way is West Coast? I feel like most people say mature. Mature. See, there's mature, then there's mature, and then there's mature. Mature. I've even heard people say mature. There's like 4 different ways. It's like data or data. Almond or almond. But which way are you saying is more West Coast? Mature or mature? Alright, I'm editing this video, you guys, and I'll show you guys. I'm editing. It's kind of like when I'm at work and stuff. Just kind of like getting ready for work and life at work. So that'll be my next video. It's gonna be like day in the life at work, or maybe I should call it like life of a radio technician, because that's what I am now, you guys. Like I got this radio technician job. So morning in my life, day in my life. Something like that. We'll see which one sticks the most. I'd like to have this posted by tonight. That would be nice. You guys can watch it tonight. You have something to watch tonight. Don't know what to watch? Watch my new video I'm posting tonight. I'll have it posted by 7 p.m. Wait, what? Thought you were an AI baddie now. An AI baddie? Change jobs again? I never said anything about being an AI baddie. We were talking about which jobs AI was going to take over. Yeah, we were talking about how AI could take over, because I said I wanted to get into IT, and I said, oh, I probably need to get in this field because AI is going to take over. What's his name, by the way? I see your question, Armani. I'm just going to say that for voice. What's his face? What is his name? I'm blanking on his name right now. Chica. Dude from New York City who comes in with a green icon. He's in like, I think he's in DevOps, or he's something. He's in software or something. And I was asking him, I'm like, how are you thinking, and what are you guys' thoughts about AI? And he's like, oh, like AI is just a part of our thing now. I'm like, okay, well, to me that's just code for whatever. I don't know. But yeah, knowing AI and understanding how it's gonna impact your job is like huge. What industry are you in, Dakota? Because I know you had mentioned you were on some type of a break before. You were on some like month-long break or something. Let me get my phone charger because it's gonna die. Hold on. Work in sales, help management accounts. Nice. I kind of wanted to get into sales. I'm good at talking to people, building relationships. Oh, I knew it. I knew, Dakota. I knew it was somebody younger than you who was interested, or you were low-key thinking about her, and that's why you asked that question. I call it. You can't trick me. You can't play a player, okay? Just kidding. How long have you been back in the corporate world, and how does it compare to when you were there 3 years ago? Oh, there years ago. Um. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Well, I'll tell you what's changed. I've changed. Corporate is the same. Corporate's gonna be the same, in my opinion. Only thing that's changed is me. That's the best way I can put it. Thanks. Unknown trailers. So you had actually put something a lot more thoughtful that I didn't get a chance to acknowledge yet. So I guess this was your way of trying to get me to respond to what you're going to say, or what you were trying to say. Dakota thinks it's funny. Okay. I'm not reading that out loud, so I liked what you said before you retracted it, but whatever. This year, going even more intentional about what you put in your body. Good for you, Armani. That makes one of us. Like, I'm happy to hear you say that. Having goals for your body is so important, but like, for some reason, I've just been going to town and enjoying everything I'm eating and not being nearly as mindful as I used to be. They say, like, when you have a focus, sometimes your focus can get diverted into another focus. But the reality is that successful entrepreneurs, they eat well too. They don't just have a good business, they also work out and eat well. It's like a part of their everyday life. So I need to realize that everything is connected. And I know this, but I've slipped. First time you see me in 2026 and I'm crushed, I didn't get to get that drunk. First of all, I don't even get that-ish drunk anymore. And if I did, it was an accident. Either I'm drinking something that tastes like juice and I have no idea that it's that strong, but those days are gone. I think God was trying to save me too. What's crazy, Armani, that you say that is that I think that was going on, is that I don't think I would have gotten toasted like, I have in the past. But I do think that I probably would have gotten tipsy and it would have been counterproductive. And yeah, so yeah. Hey, Chica, we were just talking about you. Who you become as days approach. Unknown trailers, who are you? Where are you from? And where are you coming from with all these questions that I'm not really sure are that deep? They're just sounding deep. Like, you're... Yeah, we were talking about... I had mentioned you because Dakota thought that you... No, Dakota thought I was an AI, and I said no. Last time we were talking about AI, I said me and Chica were in the comment section talking about which jobs AI would probably take over, not take over. And then I had mentioned that I think you said you were in DevOps or you're a software engineer. You're something in tech. And you were saying how just like AI has just it's just in that world now. That's all you were saying. Not about you, but of you. Right, but what level of successful? We have to keep in mind we're not all going to be I think for me, like, I live in California, so enough to live very, 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 very comfortably in California. That level of success. Please tell me, are you an atheist or a believer? Scan, I am a spiritual believer, but I'm not, I no longer identify as like an Abrahamic religion. No shade to anyone who does. Yes, correct. I agree with that. The truth is, and that's kind of just the point. What you just said is kind of like why I no longer subscribe to one religion anymore, because of what you just said. You said, if truth is one, why do we have so many versions of it? Maybe truth is not a point, but a set with many elements, and we keep mistaking one sample for the whole distribution. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. That was the last day of Kwanzaa. So for Kwanzaa, I was an MC at this event, not too far from me, which is another reason why I got sick, you guys, because I thought I was MCing 2 nights out of 4, and I MC'd all 4 nights. And then I went to work the next day, and my body was just like, yo, please stop. And so that dress, that burgundy dress, was the last night of Kwanzaa. And everybody like really responded really well to my emceeing. I'm like, oh, you guys, there's more where this came from, honey, trust me. You meet any boos as an MC? I meet a lot of people who are interested, for sure. I mean, being on stage at an event, it's high visibility, right? Everybody sees you, which is probably great for someone who's on the market or looking. I also know that with that can come people who are just interested in kind of like your star power, and then, you know, but every time I get off the stage, there's always somebody who's like, hey, wanna go out, exchange numbers, wanna and I'm just like, I've never attended a Kwanzaa celebration. You should. I think Kwanzaa is a very the elements of Kwanzaa are very important. I feel like we kind of lost touch with Kwanzaa a little bit, but if we kind of get back to what the teachings are, like there's 7 principles, and every day there's something like unity, community, economic cooperation. I'm blanking on them, of course, but they're so important for a thriving community, and we've like lost the plot. So this is the only place in my city that does Kwanzaa like that. So when she asked me to MC, I was like, say less. And I got paid. Love that for me. Star power, Leos crack me up. When I say star power, I can see how that can be mistaken for like, well, cocky. But I don't mean it that way. Thank you, Chica. I don't mean it in a cocky way, but sometimes when people do see like you on stage, they're just like, oh, I want to be a part of what they think could come of it, versus kind of like, oh, that person is very mindful and very demure over there reading that book, and she catches my eye and I'm going to talk to her. Like, I have to realize anytime you're in a visibility, people do gravitate towards someone who's in a very high visible position, because they're thinking like, what? It's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm drawn to people who have a confidence and charm about them too, and if they're on stage, I want to be a part of that and be like, hey, like, you know, pretty much people are attracted to people who are doing things, right? So if I'm on stage and someone sees me doing that, they want to be a part of it because they're like, oh, what is this person doing? Like, that's attractive. We all want to be a part of what people are doing. No, I didn't know that, Scan. The sequoias. 2 places on the planet in California. I don't know. What are they? Unknown trailers. I have to be honest. It sounds like you're chat GPTing these responses in the chat. Like, are you putting... Reads like a fusion of truth and inner life, a name that treats honesty as an identity rather than a mood. Like, it's giving AI. Happy New Year, rocking with Cowboy. You come off as easier to talk to. And you know what? On one hand, that's my intention. On the other hand, I know that what that can create, right? If I have this anyone can approach me energy, then that's what's exactly going to happen. And I don't want that all the time. So that's kind of been like the catch-22, is that I don't want to come off as someone who, just because I'm on stage, I'm unapproachable or I'm not, you know, relatable. So yeah, I'll always be down to earth. It's just, it can be kind of draining when people like want your energy, especially in person. So being an MC requires a lot of energy, which actually is another reason why I have to be mindful of what I put in my body, or money, because it takes a lot of energy. So if I'm eating like a fat person, and instead of the body of someone who's successful, right? Because your health is your wealth, I'm gonna be really tired unless I change and be intentional about what I eat. So what's this gorgeous lady been up to for New Year's? For New Year's, she's just getting better, having been in bed for the last 3 days, and I'm using my last day of vacation to go live and tell the world that I'm alive. What did you get into for New Year's? Oh, and my mom, she made me some bomb food for New Year's. It was like so good, and she brought it over. So grateful. I just had the last of it like a minute ago. That bowl you see right there, you guys can see that bowl right there. You can't see it anyway. Whew, it was so good. Yes, I do know that I live in a beautiful place, Scan, and I can sometimes take it for granted, but other days I'm very grateful. Oh my god, if I could have shown you guys the sunset outside my window. Oh, I think I took a picture. Let me see if I can find the picture because it was all over social media. It was how beautiful it was. Let's see. Let me see. If I hope I took a photo. I probably just admired it with my eyes and didn't stop to take a photo. I can say though that in the morning, this is what it looks like outside my window. Like that's how foggy it gets outside my window. In the morning, I kid you not. You can't see anything. With that, sales would be really good for our growth, teach you how to be on and have the stamina for it. At the same time, entrepreneurialism is all about sell yourself. Yes. Yes. Are you in high altitude? No, but I'm by a bay, which has what's called the marine layer. No, you're right. I know sales has so many benefits. I've been wanting to get into sales for such a long time. In a weird way, there's roles where sales, like, you don't have to have any experience, and then there's other roles where they like want you to have like 5 years of experience. I think what I'm gonna do now is just focus on what I'm doing in my role, and then maybe whether it's with this company or another, maybe just see like, hey, you have someone who's done the technical side of things, maybe you want me in your sales team. Like maybe later down the line, maybe like a year from now, you know. Because when I was working at Solar Turbines, there were engineers who were engineers, obviously, and then later they ended up on the sales team. And I'm like, how do you go from engineer to sales? But it's because they wanted actual engineers to be able to like really sell the product. So they took their most extroverted engineers and put them on the sales team. So yeah. Does being an MC necessitate being an extrovert? I think you have to at least like being in public. But there's some MCs who are not necessarily extroverts, but they do like being on stage. They do like telling stories. They do like making people laugh. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're an extrovert. Some people are like, I get on stage, and once I'm off stage, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go home. But it does help if you are naturally an extrovert, because it like you find yourself like wanting to share, like, oh my god, and this and that. But it doesn't mean you have to be an extrovert. So if you're thinking about figuring out how you can be an MC and you don't consider yourself an extrovert, exactly, at least be an ambivert. Exactly, chica. Yes. Let me take my That's you. You don't want to have to talk a second longer than you have to. Yeah. And I have days where I'm like that too. Like, don't get me wrong. I think even extroverts like run out of social battery. We kind of like conflate certain personalities and we just kind of put them in a box. But I would consider myself an extrovert. At the same time, I'm an extrovert with a social battery. So maybe I'm an ambivert in the sense that there are moments where I'm at a social gathering, I will find myself intentionally walking away to the corner of a room where it's super quiet so I can just regain my thoughts and my inner peace, and then I'll be there for like 5 minutes and then I'll go back and join the party. So, social battery levels. Yeah. Sales is a good way to move into 100K plus salary, and most of them are remote roles. Yeah, so it's tough for me to even like start having that conversation right now because of the fact that I just got into this role, but I know that I'd be good at sales, like I for a fact, in a very humble way. Because of course I'd still need to understand things, but I would be very good at sales. You like chilling in the background while being in the mix. And even though those perks are great, being remote, 100K, like that stuff is great. I'm not sure I'm a remote person though. Like that's something I'm realizing is that I'm not 100% an on-site person, but I'm not remote either. I'm more of a, I think I'm more of a hybrid. I'm a hybrid girly. Because I really do value work interactions. How do I know to be good at sales? Because I'm good at relationship building. And my last customer service job that I got fired from, and it wasn't because I wasn't good at the job, it was a whole other reason. This isn't helping my point. But people would just be looking at me in the office because they're just like, why does it sound like you're talking to your bestie? Because I don't know, I've learned over the years how to connect with people and like not take things personal on the phone. And I know what people are looking for. So if you know what people are looking for, ooh, I just got a video idea. Let me write this down. Hold on. Okay. Got it. Let's see. What are y'all talking about? No, I would never date at the workplace. I appreciate your light. Thanks, Chica. Tika, you're talking about sales to a T. You would excel quickly. Thank you. That's not narcissism. She could have more like this. She might have turned out thirsty supervisor. You guys are funny. It's so funny is that I recorded a video talking about me getting fired, and then I said, I'm gonna post this. My mom was like, don't post that video. And I was like, why not? Why not? I didn't say anybody's name. So technically, I still have that video to post if you guys want to know what happened at that workplace. But long story short, I came into work one day and I went to my car at the end of the workday, and I get a call saying, hey, they just let you go. And I was like, what do you mean? it was crazy. But another story for another time. If I'm being honest, and I don't know how to say this without sounding like an a-hole, but the reality is that I've worked in customer service for like 5 years, and the job required 1 year. And in those 5 years, I really learned a lot about people. And so I was able to really assist people in ways that other people around me were not. And I had just gotten there, and I was already getting like a compliment call. Someone who wanted to call my supervisor and say, oh my God, like this woman is amazing and this and that, and she's such a blessing and blah, blah, blah. In my first month there. Pretty much, Chica. I guess I did tell you guys. Okay. Do not post that video. I think you're right, Dakota. Like, it's probably not a good idea to post it. It would be... Yeah. But I never said the company's name. I never said no one's name. It would just be people who happened to find it by happenstance. But no one knows where I was working. I actually never really told anybody. And it was such a short-term gig. It was 2 months. And here I was thinking this is going to go somewhere, and they just let me go. There would be zero positivity that would come from it. Damn, you're right. Dakota speaking the truth. I'll take your word for it. I'm not going to post it. I sense wisdom from you right now, so I'm not going to post it. Thanks for that. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Sober decision ever. Okay. Anyway. Honestly, guys, if I'm being honest, there's still a wound there because it just took me on. It just took me by surprise. And it was just so mean-spirited that I still sometimes am kind of wounded by it. Yeah. No one wants to talk about like workplace wounds and how that's like a real thing, just like getting over a breakup, you know? No one talks about how that is painful. Isaac, what are you on right now? Do you see his comment? Thanks, Dakota. You know, that's really what it was. It was literally just like, I need to tell this story. I need to get it off my chest. So I literally set up my ring light, chatted it up, blah, 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 blah. And I said, you know what? That's going to be ready to be posted if and ever I need to. And I never posted it. It's kind of like writing a letter to somebody and never sending it. He just wrote that so I could respond. That's why he just deleted it right now. I'm gonna start cheering up. Thank you, Dakota. Oh my goodness. You just gave me another video idea. You know what's so funny? I think I needed to read that. It's more so. Yeah, I need to read that. Thank you. You know what's so interesting about what you said is that, you know, it hurts not to be liked by everyone. And I think the weirdest part about that is that a part of me wants to like everyone. And maybe that's the problem. My want to like everyone makes me confused when everyone doesn't like me. Because I don't want to have a problem with anybody. Like, I don't know. I'm just not built that way. Now, there's people who rub me the wrong way, to be very clear, right? It seems as if they're like intentionally trying to you know, really that's just their own stuff going on. But I just don't have that hook in me to just be like, you know, like my claws are not out. And maybe they need to be. Yeah. It's so funny because I made a video vlogging and I was kind of talking about a realization that I had about not having this naivety in me when it comes to people and recognizing, hey, like people are people, you know? I'm people. I'm not exempt from human nature, but at the same time, it's like you just have to recognize this is just the way of the world. That there's good and evil forces, and you're not going to be able to explain all the time why people move the way they move. The person who is friends with everyone is an enemy to himself. I'm trying to see if I agree with that. Like, and I'm trying to see what that means. Friends with everyone. Like, mind you, I don't have any friends. Like, I'm just to be very clear. I don't have friends. I have people that I hang out with sometimes, and that's very rare. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, yeah, no, I don't think that applies to me. I'm trying to say mine. Stop on me. No, it doesn't. Because as long as people like put you off, if nothing or no one puts you off, I think that's a problem. Right? There's people who I'm just like, I'm not hanging out with them. Doesn't mean I hate them. I've learned, I'm like that they're not my cup of tea, right? So I don't want to give this impression that I don't know how to like close a door or set a boundary, or no, that's not the issue. I think I'm just constantly surprised by people's intentions and behaviors, and I shouldn't be. I think that's the issue. And I'm like, oh, you're not nice. And it's like, no, Sherlock. Like, I think that's kind of the naivety I'm still. By Isaac. Tyson is saying that you have to adjust internal so much to appease every personality that eventually you aren't true to thyself. Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not doing that either. So that's not. I don't want to turn this into that, which I appreciate you explaining. I'm not there. I think like it's what I was having an issue with is just realizing that the world isn't peaches and rainbows. Right, exactly. Nothing wrong with giving people grace and basic kindness. Doesn't mean you get absorbed. Exactly, Chica. Yes. That is something that I feel as if I, especially in corporate, was always surprised to realize that people at work are not my friends. And I thought, oh my God, like, but we spent 8 hours a day together and we laugh about so many things. And I would just confuse the type of relationship, which to me, I think the corporate world is sick. I really do. I mean, it's literally corp, like a dead body, corporate. Like, it's weird. But I find it so weird how I can't trust the people that I sit next to 8 hours a day, every day. That's weird. Right? You would think that there is some type of legitimate relationship. And so because I got burned so many times learning this, I'm thinking, wow, this is literally just a place to get your paycheck and go. Like, I can't trust you guys? Dang. That's crazy to me. But that's the naivety that I'm like letting go of, is that that's just the way of this world. Like, who would think that who I spend 40 hours of my week with, plus I cannot trust them, but we're just sitting there smiling at each other. Like, wow. Wow. That is not okay to me. I'm missing, let me see what you guys are saying. As a fellow fire sign, I have had those who do not like me just because of my energy. We intimidate others, especially in a corporate setting. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Dakota, you said you're a Sag, right? Don't let that dim your light, just refine it. Their hatred, bitterness can only not take you down with them, but be an energy source. I appreciate you guys pouring into me today. I do. I really do. This is what I mean by soul tribe. You know? We're all doing this life thing together, so it's like so anyway. It's not very common, it's not very often that I get super vulnerable with you guys. And even though that wasn't that vulnerable, I think I'm so used to not being able to share things with people that even when I get a little bit vulnerable, I'm like, I just got super vulnerable. And they're like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, to me, I did. I think that was kind of vulnerable, wouldn't you say? Thanks, Dakota. I think that was a little vulnerable. But the reality is, they say that if you do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, that's called insanity. I don't want to be insane, right? I want to be, I want to learn. I want to, grow. And it's like, if I keep going into corporate spaces with the same mentality, the same thing, thinking it's going to be different, and then surprised when it's not, that's called insanity. Yes, that is Einstein. Yes. So, I wonder who started this. I wonder who started this whole thing. Like, who created an environment where people had to be snakes in corporate spaces? Is the system designed that way, or is everybody that I meet that is like kind of snaky, did they get done up by somebody else, and so now they feel like they have to do it too? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that person who used to be such a sweetheart, and then now when they date, and they're like a straight up savage, and when they date now, because they used to be like super like naive and like, oh my god, and then they get done up by somebody, and then they're like, oh heck no. They'll never do it again. So now they're kind of just like a baby touching a stove. You just la 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 la. You touch the stove and you're like, oh shoot, never again. I agree, right? The complexities of the earth is like, there's good and evil forces, there's complexity in us as humans. We all have the capacity to either be like, super sweet or super evil. It all exists in us. It's some people are more prone to expressing it certain sides than others. And there's other factors like how you were raised and your environment and everything else. So I guess a part of me lives in a world where no, that's not true. I want to live or spend my time in spaces where I can trust people. And I find it weird to know that I'm in spaces all the time where I can't. And so it motivates me to get out of those spaces and create my own spaces. I probably would feel, that's not true. I used to say remote spaces would make me feel better, but people be hating on me in remote spaces too. Child, anyway, Envy is as old as the times. Our confidence brings out others' insecurities. Yeah. Ooh, tell me more about that, Chica. You said, I'm more of the mindset that you can do what you want as long as it doesn't touch my bottom line. I create and destroy like everyone else. Tell me more. When you say your bottom line, does that mean like your goal? That's what I realize. Like people at work, they're just set on their goals. They don't care about what it seems like I care about. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to care about really actual building relationships and doing this and doing that and la la la, and I'm smiling on my face and I have flowers around me, and they're just like, I don't care about none of that. I'm here to climb the ladder. I'm here to. It's very like cutthroat, other people's intentions, but in the meantime they're pretending. In the meantime, and that doesn't make them bad people. I think it just shows is that corporate just has there's a bottom line. Everybody has a bottom line, and then like you just said, and then everyone else is also hiding behind their bottom line. That's not what I meant to say. The bottom line is there, but then they're putting up facades and they're protecting their bottom line. Like everyone has an agenda, right? Like I protect my bottom line, but if I have to come to this work party, I will. And I'll smile and show my teeth. I'm protecting my bottom line. They aren't bad people, it's just their goals don't align with yours, with the good and corporate. Thanks, Chica. Hello, Mr. MK. Good morning. Well, it's funny. I didn't expect to come on here and get all this great advice from you guys. I did not. And really, like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys your credit, your kudos. Well, life is a blessing when we allow it. It's true. I think that will be my mantra this week. I'm gonna allow people to bless me. I'm gonna allow, and it doesn't mean like any specific way. It could just them. It could be something as simple as someone opening a door for me, or telling me what aisle something is on in the store. Yeah. Semi-evil laugh. Do I really have a semi-evil laugh? Sometimes my laugh comes out. Like, I don't control my laughs. That's why they come out like that. Were you not doing that before? No, there's moments where I have let people do it, or I've been intentional to say, you know what, this week I'm gonna allow this to happen. But yeah, I mean, I know how to let people bless me. It's just sometimes when you're not mindful of it, you're not realizing it's happening. it's like, oh yeah, this person opened the door, but it's like not stopping to smell the roses. So I guess what I mean to say is I'm going to be more intentional with letting people bless me. Meaning I'm going to receive it and feel it and process it and be present with it. So that way I can say this person blessed me and really feel that. So right now I'm feeling that you guys are blessing me with your lived experiences, your wisdom, and giving me encouragement, you know? So I'm feeling that, and I'm going to allow myself to feel that. Isn't it beautiful that every single one of us has lived experiences that we can like teach someone something? You know what I mean? Like when I look at outside the window, it's like that person on the sidewalk has had a lesson that they've learned. And if I ask them, what has life taught you? They can give you something. So we're all teachers. Bless ourselves. We hold ourselves back so much through pride or thinking we know outcomes. Yeah, exactly. One day may the soul tribe get the blessing of that recipe. What recipe? Or are you speaking metaphorically? But yes, Ashe, received. Amen. All right, well, it's already been an hour and a half. Time flies when you're having fun. I got on here around 1. It's already 2:30. So, yeah, I think I'm going to hop off and then I'm going to edit this video. And I'm going to relax for the rest of the day because I got work tomorrow. I'm sure you guys do too. Maybe you don't. I don't know if you guys have work tomorrow, but I do. But thankfully I did everything. Like I did my laundry, I folded my clothes, picked out my outfit for tomorrow. I went grocery shopping yesterday. Thank God. I would hate having to do that right now. That would suck. Bye, Dakota. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate your insights today. I got some medicine for you before you go. You do? What kind of medicine do you have, Armani? Why does the chicken coop only have 2 doors? I don't know, because the Coupe de Ville only has 2 doors. Why? I don't know. Tell me. Tell me why. If it had 4, it'd be a chicken sedan. But it's... Anyone born in 2005 is now of legal drinking age this year. Mm-hmm. That is crazy. This is how I know I am. Like, we are getting up there. I remember in 2012. No, wait, no, that's not true. When I was fresh out of college, I remember saying to my friends, the last 90s babies are in high school. I think 2018 was like, crazy. Thanks, Armani. And this is from a pharmacy. You'll be 30 this year? Oh, dang. Oh, listen, what month is your birthday, Chica? Did you tell me you were a Libra? Oh. That's next month. Yeah. Are you an Aquarius or Capricorn? Aquarius. Okay. It's gonna be a great year, Marcus. Yes, it is. Okay, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. As someone who's gonna be 32 this year, this is so crazy. 32. I'm honestly good off it. I don't care about age anymore. I'm owning it. But as someone who's gonna be 32 in August, I got some time. 30 is amazing. I'm not gonna hold you. It's great. Something happens. Watch. I'm telling you. Something happens inside, internally. It just like, you just feel wiser. Like something, it just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was just me. I don't know if I psyched myself out to feel that, but something happened. And I was just like, I'm a grown woman now. But I still feel young, and that's the best part. August 8th. Mine's August 19th. Oh, you're leaving 30 this year? Armani, what's your birthday month? Okay, so I'm curious you guys' birthday month. 29, you were still getting it out of your system. Getting what out of my system? When I was 29, like, I was done with the party scene as well. Like, I would go out every blue moon. I stopped going out like at 27. If that's what you mean, getting it out of my system. Like partying and stuff, or what? I'm a dog for life. Oh, you mean like, oh yeah, I was talking about that. I stopped drinking at 32. I feel like just not partaking in alcohol is just a great idea. Last thing on alcohol, and I'm gonna close the live because I'll be chatting here all day. Mainly because you guys have a lot to talk about today. And so do I, but the problem with drinking is that because it's a sedative, when you go to bed, like obviously it numbs you and you're like, you know, and then you wake up and then your body literally goes through withdrawals and it's like, whoa, what are we doing here? And the anxiety kicks in and it's just not a fun feeling. And then you start overthinking and it's like, because your body is going through a shock every time you stop drinking. If you had a night of heavy drinking, the next day your body's like, whoa, like it's grasping for something. It's trying to find its way back to stability. And then those side effects you have, like overthinking, anxiety, whatever other feelings you have, that's literally your body trying to restabilize. It's not a fun feeling. So really, going out drinking is just such a temporary fun that it's not something that appeals to me that much anymore because it doesn't have any ROI, like zero. Like zero. And if I realized this at 24, 25, you know, and then in turn use my time for something more productive with an actual ROI, I would feel a lot more ahead. But you know, life lessons, we all go at our own pace. But yeah, going out and partying like I used to do is not the vibe anymore. But it was in college. It was the move in college. You've always hated the taste of alcohol. Yeah, it doesn't have a good taste. Most of it doesn't have a good taste. Unless it's like some type of liquor. Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. Like, I enjoy a cocktail too. Like, I'll still have a cocktail or a glass of wine. Like, I'm gonna probably either gift this to somebody or like have one glass, then see who else wants some, right? But like, I don't even do this. But I do enjoy like a cocktail every once in a while. I really like the Soul Tribe. You got a nice thing here. Most of y'all cool. Armani, you've been a part of the Soul Tribe for a while. You know that most people here are like chill. You're one of the day ones, for sure. Just make sure you're not wasting it now that you know. You're considered dumb when you do things you know you shouldn't. Oh my goodness, Dakota. I can see that. That's true. Like they say, people know better when they do better, but that's not always the case. Some people know better and still not do better. Dakota, when's your birthday? Did you say December? Are you a Sagittarius? Or are you also a Leo? So Sag. Before you go, were you serious about having no friends? Yeah. Like I would say there's people that I hang out with. I missed the joke. I said Sag and you said no, I'm more reserved. I got it. Anyway, there's people that you said, or are you really? Oh, I thought there was another joke there. Never mind. I'm not gonna tell you what I thought. You said you. Yeah. Okay. I don't think Leos, Sagittarius are more reserved than Leos. But I think you guys are more blunt than Leos, though. Sagittarius. Or maybe you're just a part of my reflection. And I don't realize how blunt I am. And I'm realizing how blunt I am now. You know what I thought, Armani? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I'm the blunt king. We both are. We know everything. I don't know. Do two fire signs work? I don't know if that's the thing. I just figured fire and water, or maybe fire and air. Fire and earth. Right? I'm just in deep thought right now. It can all work. It depends on who's in it. Facts. You guys like how I'm chewing on tape? No one's called me out for it yet. Maybe you didn't know and I shouldn't have told you. I have a tape addiction, just so anyone's wondering. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Oh my goodness. Okay, what y'all in here talking about? If that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do. Those were none of W's. You guys are funny today. I'm trying to get in it. In what? Okay, I think you guys are getting a little too feral down there. Right when we're being wholesome, I remember that I'm talking to men. I like to tease you guys about being men because that's just can't seem to help yourselves. What's funny, Chica, is that the first word you use is probably what you're subconsciously looking for. So just keep that in mind. We always say the quiet part out loud and then the other stuff afterwards. So you just shared with me that you want a situationship. I'm not running from it. I know, we talked about this already. We kind of went on this already about what you're looking for. You also said you're not really clear on what you're looking for, or like why you want it. You just kind of, and not just you. I think most people don't necessarily know what they want. But anyway, we've already went down this road. We'll climb that hill another day, maybe. For now, it's time for me to decompress. But it was great seeing you guys. Maybe that's what my eyes gravitated towards. That's the first word he used. You weren't joking about the tape. My ex was a Sagittarius, and she always played with tape. What? What does that have to do with anything? Okay, I will admit, for some reason, I love playing with tape. I don't think that, maybe it has to do with the sign. I don't think it's a sign thing. I think it's just, I just like playing with tape. I don't know what it is. I just like the feeling of it. And to be honest, I like the smell of it. Like those Expo markers, those smell good. And so do these. What is this? But I just like to play with it. I don't know. It's fun. But the fact that you equated her being a Sagittarius with being a taper is funny. Even if I was in a relationship, my love for tape, even when I was in a relationship, my love for tape didn't go anywhere, so. How about that? Put you guys in timeout for a minute. Okay, for real this time. All right, y'all. Until next time. I'm going. Goodbye. I'm done. I'm gonna do this with you guys. Okay, bye. See you guys next time. Thank you for liking, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay. And then watch my video that I'm gonna post tonight. Okay, bye.